this feeling on a summer day when you were gone. I crashed my car into the bridge, I watched, I let it burn. I threw your stuff into a bag and pushed it downstairs.
Hi everyone, my name is Emily and welcome to my beauty channel. Today I wanted to do a brown smoky eye with a pop of teal in the center. And today I'm going to be using my M.O.P palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This palette is beautiful and that pop of teal right here really screamed my name because it's almost summer. It's basically summer. So if you guys want to see how to get this look, please just keep watching. Bye guys.
And I don't care, I love it, I don't care.
Guys, first I'm going to start off with an eye primer. This is from Anastasia Beverly Hills and it's kind of just a nude pencil. It really is awesome to clean up underneath my brow and for all my eyeshadows to stick and make them more pigmented. I'm just going to rub that all in with my fingers. And then I'm going to take Nude from my M.O.P palette and use this as a transition shade and just fluff it into my crease using windshield wiper motions with a big fluffy brush. I totally forgot this tape step, so I'm doing it right now. I'm just going to line it up how I want and then continue dusting that into my crease. Next I'm going to take a darker brown and from the palette and focus this on the inner half of my eye, the outer half of my eye, and dust it towards the tape, making a V formation. Being really careful and light-handed with this. You always want to go light-handed and then keep building up. I'm also going to put this dark shade, which is new for me. I'm trying to create new techniques, and I'm going to put this on the inner half of my eye, leaving the center part blank. And I'm going to try to connect this with the other side of the brush and it's a clean side of the brush and sweep and try to connect them very softly into the center of the crease. But I'm still going to leave that middle part blank, which is very important. Now I'm going to take deep brown, which is sort of a black. It's the darkest shade in the palette, with a pencil brush, and I'm just going to deepen up that shade. I want to make it so it looks, you know, three-dimensional. I'm also going to add a tiny bit with the brown on the inside of my eye. And you can just see what I'm doing. I'm flicking it into the V. And then after I'm deepening all this up, I'm going to just take a clean fluffy brush and yet again blend all the colors together so there's no harsh lines. I'm going to take that same nude shade and just make sure all the shadows are clean and there's no harsh lines, and just dust that back into the transition shade, making sure everything looks clean. I'm going to take Carmel, which is the lighter brown in the palette, and just use this more of a transition shade again over the nude shade I just put in. I felt like it needed to be a little bit more brown up there. Then I'm going to take Aqua, which is the Aqua blue shade, which is the star of the show. I'm going to take a flat brush like so and then put that in the center. I felt like it was not as pigmented with the brush, so I used my trusty middle finger and I dabbed it into the center of the lid. Make sure it's just where that blank space was. Now I'm going to take this primer and I want the inner corner to stick and be more pigmented, so I just put that in the inner corner of my eye. I'm also going to smudge out my lower lash line, and I also put this in my tight line, so it just makes my eyes pop and they appear larger. Now I'm going to take the pencil brush that I own from Sigma and take the same crease shade that we put in the crease, and I'm going to smudge that on the half lower lash line. I'm using 3 colors for the lower lash line. So first I'm going to be using this brown. I'm just going to smudge it down there, connecting with the brown from the top wing. And then I'm going to take the Aqua shade, and you can see a pattern here. It looks like the top eye. I'm going to put that in the center of the lower lash. And then I'm going to spice things up, and I took the peach shade, it's called a Fresh Peach, and I put that into the inner half of my eye in and also in the inner corner. I wanted it to be a little bit more glittery, so I used my ColourPop I Love This eyeshadow, and I just glittered it more up and just popped that where I put Fresh Peach, so it's like a little bit of glitter and a little bit of peach on the inner corner. Using a very light color in the inner corner really makes your eye pop, and I feel like it brings the whole look together. Now I'm going to just line my eyes with a black liquid liner. And I'm going to try to wing it out with the same wing I used when using that tape. I'm going to try to match it up with that wing. I'm doing very small strokes, stopping in between, checking if the line is straight, and then I'm connecting the line from my line I just did, and then I'm filling in the wing. Then lastly, I do the inner part of my eye, and I just do a very, very thin line to connect with everything else. I'm also like to pull your eye. You have to be very careful with this. The eyes are very sensitive, but it just helps you make sure the line is clean, straight, and there's no patchiness. And I'm getting a little messy here because I know that I have the tape on, and once I pull the tape off, bam, it's beautiful and crisp and clean. Then I'm just going to add a coat of Makeup Forever mascara. This is just a little sample, but I love samples. Does anybody else just think the samples are so much better than the real mascaras? I don't know if they're more drying or what, but I'm also adding some of this mascara to the bottom of the bottom lashes. Then I'm going to take Vanilla from this palette and use it as a highlight just underneath the brow. And that's really going to just sharpen everything up, pull all the shades together. Then I'm going to take this Clinique Wind Up Concealer. It is amazing, and I'm going to make a little V underneath my eye, a little triangle formation, just to highlight, to clean up any mess, to clean up any veiny areas or dark under eye circles. I'm also going to put it along my nose, my forehead, my cupid's bow, and my chin. You want to make sure you highlight and conceal the highest points of your face. Highlighting makes things stick out, when contouring and shading makes things appear skinnier and hides those areas. So I'm going to take my damp beauty blender and just bounce that onto my skin. You don't want to swipe, you want to bounce, because it makes sure that the concealer is just staying in that space and you're not swiping the product anywhere else. If you can tell, it just really cleans up that area and makes such a difference. Concealer is a must. And you can just tell by watching how my face just makes it look 10 times better. Now I'm going to take my new contour kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills. There must be a theme here. I think I'm really loving Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm going to take the yellow banana powder in this palette and use my tapered brush and put this underneath my eyes. I've been loving this brush. It's in my April favorites. And I'm just going to put that wherever I put the concealer so it doesn't crease, and wherever I get oily, which is more my T-zone, my nose, my chin, a little bit of my forehead, and any place you get oily, especially during the summer. Now I'm going to take my big fan brush. I just started doing this technique, and take the middle, my favorite bronzer, and I'm going to contour my face. This fan brush just gives you a precise line, and make sure to get the temples along your face and make that L formation from the top of your temples down the side of your face, and then making that L near your ear. Contouring is amazing. It's so in right now, and it just makes your face appear so much skinnier. For round faces like me, I need it in my life. You also want to get down to your chin, make your chin appear skinnier, and also even out your skin because you put it everywhere else, and you need to just make sure everything is the same shade. Then I'm just going to contour my nose a tiny bit. I don't do this every single day, but it does make it appear skinnier, longer, and just better. I'm going to take this Milani blush. It's my favorite. It's peachy, it's beautiful, it's glittery, and I'm just going to put the apples on my cheeks, bringing it backwards. Then I'm going to take Soft and Gentle, which is the best highlighter from MAC, I think. And I'm going to put this on the highest points of my face, putting it above that blush. And then I'm going to put it down my nose, my cupid's bow, and underneath the brow, just for a beautiful glistening highlight. I love Soft and Gentle from MAC. It's one of my favorite highlighters. It's so beautiful. Gives you that Beyonce glow or J-Lo glow. Now for the lips. Big lips are so in right now, and so I wanted to show you guys how to make your lips appear a little larger. I'm using Whirl from MAC. It's a very famous liner, and it's just like a brownie nudish liner. So to get big lips, what I like to do is follow my regular lip line, but on the centers of your lips, your cupid's bow, and the bottom center of your lip, you want to extend that line underneath. So I'm extending the line below my lip, but following the sides of my lip, following the sides of my lips to the same natural lip line that my lips are. So I'm just going above the cupid's bow like so, and then following that lip line, my natural lip line, down. You don't want to extend your natural lip line on the side, because then it will appear like you're really making fake lips. So really just focus on the centers of your lips if you want to plump that area up, and it will definitely make your lips appear larger. You can definitely tell my lips look larger. Now I'm going to take this bright pink shade from the drugstore and just put that lipstick all over my lips. Because this shade was too pink for my makeup, now I'm going to take a nude shade and put that onto the pink and make a more nudie pink color. I love this combination. I have been doing this a lot recently, and this is from the Kate Moss collection. It's a very light nude. And there you go, plumpy nude lips. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching. This is the finished look, and if you liked the video, please thumbs up the video and subscribe. Thank you so much.